The Rules Committee met and reported a rule, House Resolution 1531, providing for consideration of a motion, if offered by the Chair of the Committee on Appropriations, that the House concur in the Senate amendment to the House amendment to the Senate amendment to H.R. 2617. The rule provides 1 hour of debate equally divided and controlled by the Chair and Ranking Minority Member of the Committee on Appropriations. The rule further deems as passed the following: S. Con Res 51, S. Res 366, H. Res 1382, and motions to concur in the Senate amendments to H.R. 1082 and the Senate amendment to H.R. 4373. Mr. Speaker, we are here today to debate a rule that would bring a Consolidated Appropriations Act for fiscal year 2023 to the floor. I give my wholehearted thanks to all of our appropriators, especially Chairwoman DeLauro and their staff, for the work that went into crafting such a strong bicameral bipartisan funding bill. This package offers tremendous investments in American families and workers while strengthening democracy at home and abroad. The spending agreement ensures permanent, mandatory, and continuous coverage for the 40 million children enrolled in Medicaid and CHIP. It provides record Medicaid funding for Puerto Rico and permanent enhanced Medicaid funding for all other territories, as well as the Prevent Pandemics Act, which uses lessons from COVID-19 to improve our preparedness for future public health emergencies. And for the first time in more than a decade, we have provided more funding for the National Labor Relations Board, which helps defend workers' rights to organize. There's also emergency disaster support to help victims of hurricanes and wildfires, to address the water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi, and $1 billion for Puerto Rico's electrical grid. Critically, this package includes language to reform the Electoral Count Act of 1887. This is an imperative measure that will help prevent any future insurrections designed to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power like we saw on January 6th. This bill received broad support in the Senate, with the votes of 18 Republican senators, including Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and Senate Appropriations Vice Chair Shelby. Senators can rarely agree on what to get for lunch, let alone a spending package like this. Now, I want to be clear here. I'm not thrilled about everything in this package. Quite frankly, the endless increases in defense spending year after year, I find that to be appalling. We constantly hear from the other side that we don't have enough money to invest in the American people, yet there always seems to be enough to invest in the next weapon system that the Pentagon doesn't even want or need. We have to control this unbelievable defense spending habit that we have here in Congress, and I hope we will do that in the coming months. I'm also thrilled that this bill includes a bipartisan agreement to permanently extend food benefit increases for parents with children. This will provide an extra $40 per child per month for struggling parents to feed their kids over the summer when hunger is often the worst. Let me just say, while I support that, I don't love the way we paid for it by robbing Peter to pay Paul and taking from our pandemic EBT benefits. I find that to be obnoxious, quite frankly. And as we approach the Farm Bill, we all need to be focused on making sure that we restore any damage that might be done by this offset. But again, the give and take in negotiations requires compromise. And, Mr. Speaker, I look forward to a constructive debate here today on the House floor, and with that, I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Massachusetts.